Alright, we're going into another game from this month's International Challenge. We're going up against Lulu, who has Garchomp, Arcanine, Metagross, Ninetales, Feeny, Snorlax. Okay, I got a Lele Blim this, and I don't really want to, but I think that's the play. Just go for some Protect Tailwinds. Then I think I can bring Lilligant, Torkoal, but I don't really want to. Like Ninetales, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna bring Bulu and Incineroar on the back. So we're gonna go Lele Blim, Bulu, and Incineroar. There we go. Pretty easy team preview for me here. This guy's a super standard team, like super standard. The only weird thing could potentially be like a Scarf on the Feeny, or like a Scarf on Arcanine, or like a Band on Arcanine. But for the most part, I expect this guy's team to be incredibly standard, and I think my team's just gimmicky enough to beat him out. I don't really expect a Scarf on that Garchomp. I expect it to be Z-move. We're just gonna burn it and break the wrist, walk away type shenanigans. And Metagross potentially have a band as well. Note that like the standard Metagrosses that have topped most events have been banned this season. I'm just trying to think of like weird things that his team could really be. Snorlax is gonna have a berry. I expect Arcanine to have a berry. Ninetales has Sash. Feeny has berry. So we have 3 berries. 1 Z move, a band, and a Sash. Pretty standard. I think I should be able to gimmick this guy out. That is gonna be the play that we're going for. He's just locking it in now, so he's getting ready to go. And let's see if his team can deal with my onslaught of shenanigans. I wonder if he expects the Lilligant Torkoal. I mean, I could have went Lilligant Torkoal against this guy. If we see something like Arcanine in the lead, he's expecting the Lilligant Torkoal, I think. So let us see. So he goes Metagross and Arcanine. So he's splitting it a little bit halfway. Let's see when Intimidate happens versus when Psychic Terrain happens. It's going to show me a lot about this guy's team. And it's going to see Psychic Surge happen, so that means either I won a speed tie or I'm just faster than him. And if I'm just faster than him, I can just Psychic him, and that's fine with me. Ooh, but he could be switching out Metagross for Feeny. That'd be kind of lame. That'd be kind of lame. What if I go like this and Shadow Ball the Arcanine? Like, no Tailwind. I don't know, like, what if I don't Tailwind yet, right? So, what if I Shadow Ball the Arcanine? And Psychic it. That'd be able to KO a Feeny switching in, or on either side. I think that's a good play. I think that's a good play. He's using Protect with Metagross. He's trying to bait my Will-O-Wisp here, and I'm just like, you know what? Homie, don't play that. So Shadow Ball is going to be coming in onto the Arcanine. It's going to be doing some chip damage. It's not really that big of a deal, but remember and we get Special D-Drop, which only really is great if it's Assault Vested, but we know it's not Assault Vested because it took a ton of damage from Shadow Ball. So Arcanine is going to be going down, which is pretty good for me, I think. And now that Arcanine's gone, it's one big check to like Lele and like Drifblim as well gone. If he brings in the Feeny here, I think that's completely fine. I can just switch in Bulu and Will-O-Wisp everything. I think that's a good play as well. I could also go over the same play and just Shadow Ball, Psychic everything else, depending on what he brings in. It might be time to activate a Tailwind as well. I can totally gauge the board from here. I have a ton of options because he's already a Pokemon down and I've pretty much revealed nothing. I think he was going for a Snarl that play, though. That turn, he was most likely going for a Snarl. Maybe he lost a speed tie again. He wasn't really that bulky. So Garchomp's going to come in here. I'm just going to go over the Protect Tailwind. I think that's the good play here. Alright. Let's see if that Garchomp blows a Z move. He might be going for like a Rock Slide and like a Zen Headbutt and a Drifblim, but I'm still going to be able to get my Tailwind off either way. I can just bring in Bulu. Bulu can lock in Garchomp. Metagross is a problem, but he's withdrawing Metagross this turn, most likely for Feeny. Yep, there's the Feeny. Cool. It's completely okay. I got no problems with that. He's really trying to bait that Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not using it. I'm not going to waste my turn Will-O-Wisping until I see your Feeny on the board. So I'm protecting with Layla. Let's see if he goes for a Rock Slide. If he goes for a Rock Slide, it shows me that he's most likely Scarfed. He might just be Poison Jabbing that Lele slot as well. Yep, there's the Poison Jab. Gets blocked. We take that. Alright. So we're going to go with the same type of play. We're going to Shadow Ball the Garchomp. And I think I'm going to Psychic it as well. No, I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam plus Shadow Ball should be enough to take it out unless it's vested. It might be vested. It's not the end of the world. Maybe I'll just get another Special D-Drop. I've been getting a lot of Special D-Drops with Shadow Ball ever since I started using Drifblim. And Dazzling Gleam, I don't know if Dazzling can take it out. Super effective, save me. There we go. And we got that. It was definitely a risk going for that because he could have invested. A bunch of things could have came to effect, but we got like 30% done to a Feeny. Oh, and he swaggered his Garchomp. Ooh, that could have been even more of a misplay, I think. Alright, so what's he really going to do here? I think I have to burn that Metagross. I gotta do something. I'm probably going to Shadow Ball and Psychic the Feeny. I gotta get the Feeny off the board, I think. I have Incineroar and Bulu in the bag. If I took out the Metagross, I could check the Feeny. If I took out the Feeny, I'll be able to check the Metagross. So I think we're just going to try and get the Feeny off the board. We're just going to Shadow Ball the Feeny and Psychic it. If he Protect Baits me, it's a great play. I mean, he has leftovers on the Feeny, so there was a chance, but let's see. And Psychic, we should be able to KO with this. If Dazzling did like 30%, I have faith. And there we go. Feeny goes down. What's Metagross going to do? He's probably going to try and KO one of these dudes. Let's see if Meteor Mash even hits. It is going to hit. He hits on the wrong guy. That's the wrong target, my guy. And I'm just going to Will-Wisp him now. Might as well, right? Might as well just neuter it while we can. Nip it in the bud, as they say. We're switching in Bulu. Bulu's relatively useless here. But yeah, as a forfeit, we take those. Those are things that we take. Pretty good first game. No way Metagross isn't a steal, even though it's a steel type. Metagross can't bring that one back. So pretty clean 4-stock just thanks to Lele Blim. And some pretty smart play in not going for very obvious Bull-Wisps until we saw the Feeny. Until we KO'd the Feeny. It looks like he was doing that Swagger Feeny too. That was a pretty cool game. So we're going into game 2 right now. Alright, we're going up against Emmanuel. And let's see what his team looks like. Crobat, Seaking, what the hell? 2 Lightning Rod users? What is this? Okay. Maybe it's Discharge Porygon with, yeah, it might be Discharge Porygon. Looks like Discharge Porygon. I'm just gonna lead with Lilligant Torkoal. I think it's a good lead. I think it's a great lead. Lilligant Torkoal totally works here. And then Incineroar can come. And he's already locked in, wow. Is Lele good? No. Nah, it is good. It is good. Lele is actually pretty decent here. It's Lele or Bulu, and I think Lele is a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Locked in. Ready to go. This guy's ready to. Let's see if we can close out this game against Emmanuel. Pretty weird team. Crobat's most likely a Tailwind setter. I could have tried to match the Tailwind with like a Lele Blim lead, but I can get away with. I think I can really get away with Lilligant Torkoal here. I really think I can. I just don't think he has like the speed to be able to deal with it. And if he weeds I was gonna say if he weeds Ninetales, the game's over. It's not over, but like now he has no way of stopping my son. Taste the power of the sun. So Snow Warning activates. Remember, Ninetales is faster than Torkoal, so it's gonna make it so I activate my drought second, and it's gonna be amazing. And I wonder if we can one-shot a Crobat. Ninetales is most likely packing a Sash, but we're gonna go for an Eruption. We're gonna go for an After You. One of those things is holding a Sash. That's usually how they work. And After You comes in, nothing's faster than me. And let's see what lives through this Eruption onslaught. Hopefully none of them. Hopefully it's like a Light Clay Ninetales and it just goes down. It just goes down. That's perfect. I'm totally fine with that. Crobat's going to be able to get a Tailwind up. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. He's going to go for Toxic. Does Crobat even get Tailwind this gen? I thought it might have been a move to move on it. But he Toxics my Torkoal. Doesn't activate my eject button. And we see Black Sludge, most likely. Yeah, there's a Black Sludge. Always good to see people use Black Sludge instead of leftovers on poison types, just in case like people use Trick or something like that. But his Ninetales is gone, which means he has absolutely no way to stop me from just eruptioning him until the cows come home. Even if he sends in Marowak here, I'll still eruption him. And I guess he could protect and like try to elongate this Toxic. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, guy. Here's the Marowak. And we're just gonna go for that juicy eruption. It's gonna deal big damage to Marowak as well. And I'm only after going to make sure my eruption's faster than the Crobat. So I'm not seeing a way this guy gets out of this one. I'm just not seeing it. Eruption After You comes in. Let's see how much damage it does to the Marowak. It's going to do a lot. It's in the sun. It's stabbed. I'm still at pretty healthy HP. I'm expecting a third or more. Whoa. It's a crit on the Marowak. I'm like, whoa, that's some big damage. Puts him within KO range for a second one unless he, Earthquake Marowak? You're not a ground type anymore, bro. And that's actually going to activate my eject button. Thanks for that. Alright, I think I'm going to be coming in with Incineroar, most likely. Actually, you know, I'm going to come with Bulu. Bulu can just Rock Slide. And it's going to power up the power of my Leaf Storm and make it so I can one-shot... Oh, I didn't bring Bulu. I brought Lele. That's fine. That's fine. We take these two. So Layla's gonna hit the field. It's gonna change up the trains a little bit. Should be able to one-shot his last Pokemon with Lele's Psychic. And let's see what it is. I would have preferred Bulu here, but I don't always bring Bulu. Let's see what it is. See if it's that Sea King or if it's Porygon. What is it? It's Metagross. Okay, so the best Pokemon in the world for this scenario. So looks like I'm gonna have to Psychic the Marowak and try and Sleep Powder the Metagross. I always hate wasting all my Sleep Powders on things that don't need to get hit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna switch out Lilligant for Torkoal. No, I'm not. I'll just Sleep Powder it. It's fine. I'll play correctly. How's that sound? I wonder if he's gonna Bullet Punch me. Ah! Psychic Train, buddy. Not bad. So we went for the Bullet Punch. Not the smartest play. And we are gonna be able to finish off this Marowak. Looks like he doesn't have a Quick Claw. And Psychic hits hard. And we get a crit. Didn't even need it. But this guy's like, blocking me with Psychic Trade. Getting all these crits. Even though it's really not important. So we're just going to go for the Psychic. We're going to switch in Incineroar. And we're just going to Flare Blitz him up. Yeah, I should have probably brought out Incineroar before. But bringing out Lele is no big deal either. Lele's technically safer because there's no way Marowak can outspeed a Lele, versus I think there's a way Marowak outspeeds Incineroar. I'm pretty sure I've been outsped by Marowak, and it's made me really sad. Metagross is still asleep, and he looks like he's banded. He's still bullet punching unless he's trying to protect. Look at this damage. Look at that damage. It's pretty big damage. Pretty big damage for being 4th resisted, I think. All right, Psychic comes in, and Flare Blitz comes in. I don't think he's going to be able to wake up and mess with my Incineroar. So, I guess he's not banded. What's he going for this turn? The world may never know, because I think Incineroar is probably a little bit faster. Nope, he's faster. Oh, well. Well, he's still asleep, because that last turn he had to be asleep, because remember, I Sleep Powdered him after he Bullet Punched. So he used his mandatory 1-turn sleep, the next turn, and then this turn was his 2nd turn of sleep. So we KO'd the Metagross. Looks like we probably blew all our Sleep Powder luck in this game, but it is what it is, and we get the victory. So thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know if you have any comments, and if you have them, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.